When our Canadian sons came to Korea, our Korean son acted as their guide. Now, our Canadian sons are guiding us in Montreal. We are a global family. Here is Chez Alexandre, a famous restaurant in Montreal. The young ones ordered hamburgers, but my husband and I ordered foie gras sauté and steak tartare. My husband loved it, but it didn't suit my taste. I should have had the hamburger. At the Montreal Botanical Gardens, there were Chinese and Japanese style gardens. I was amazed to see Asian things like that in Canada. In one section of the garden, I saw Korean style vegetables like 깻잎, 상추, and pa. These are samgyeopsal ingredients, so my guess is there must be a Korean manager at the park. There was one section where people could taste chocolate-covered insects, but we decided to pass. There are lots of beautiful churches in Canada. God's help would have been desperately needed for the early settlers to survive the harsh winters. This cathedral is famous for Brother André, who performed miracles to heal the sick. Poutine was one food my husband missed. Quebec people like it the way that Koreans like ramen. I enjoyed breakfast a lot in Canada. It's trendy to eat breakfast in restaurants in Quebec. There are lots of different breakfast places with incredible menu. We got together as a family over fancy breakfast almost every day. We had a breakfast with my in-laws many times, as well as with our children and relatives. It was awesome. There are lots of beautiful lakes in Quebec, especially around my husband's hometown of Sherbrooke. We went to North Hatley early in the morning. We could hear the sound of water and of birds singing. It's an amazing, healing place. One time, my father-in-law drove us around the eastern townships all day long for some great sightseeing. Here is a covered bridge. They used to cover bridges so horses wouldn't get spooked by the water. This lakeside monastery near Magog is world-renowned for the cheese that monks make. We bought cheese and maple syrup there. People in the province of Quebec speak French. Everything is written in French, even street signs, so that was challenging for me. For my Korean son, it was no problem at all. He used his smartphone app. My husband was speaking French. Taeyang was using Papago. This motivated me to learn how to use my smartphone. How inviting and clean my in-laws' house was. Everything was so pretty and tastefully decorated. My mother-in-law made the most delicious food I have ever tasted. Now, I know where my husband gets his good taste. After staying at Thomas and Sam's beautiful new home in Kirkland, we went to Sherbrooke and stayed at my sister-in-law's house. Elaine lent us her entire house while she went to stay at her boyfriend's place, but she visited us every day. She was so cheerful and generous, and thanks to her, we had a super comfortable stay. My father-in-law and Taeyang looked like they developed a good rapport. I already miss my Canadian family so much. Thank you all and see you again soon.